This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here.
Over where?
My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes.
The fuck that mean, dog?
Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements. Following this line of thought,
Am I a slime?
I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregis vine, or even a whopperflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world,
What does phylogenetic mean?
now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
We're too big for my brain.
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great, I'll leave you to it.
Alright. Took me a bit to actually. Okay.
Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink.
No, but yes.
Remember to keep calm at all times.
Investigate
And
first.
breathe deeply if you feel
Oh my
unwell.
god. Fuck. Okay. Gimme. Drink potion. Oh. Do I need the potion? Where is potion? Where it is? Where the fuck is it? Wait, actually, oh, there you go. Yum.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What happened to him?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that.
What
This
happened?
potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig.
What about the risk to you?
Perhaps it's just scholarly self-assurance. And it certainly speeds things up. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Then why can't I use all that stuff?
I wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety. The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. the essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine or an eye of the storm. Have I explained it clearly enough? To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear.
Damn, that got kind of deep.
Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit. Mr. Albedo, say something.
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to prepare something. Wait one moment. If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Sure, what can I steal? Looks like an alchemy work table. Some potions and other apparatus are laid out here. Are these what Albedo uses to investigate the world? It wouldn't hurt to touch it, would it? Probably would, not gonna lie. Earth and water, wind and fire. Oh wait. Shelf. A shelf packed with books and potions. Looks like the owner has a habit of reading and researching potions simultaneously.
Here comes Albedo. Let's go see him.
Hello?
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Agreed. I'd love to find a moment to put them all in order. Still, experiments come first. Well, on with the research.
He's got a cool ass jacket.
There may
I
be
want it.
significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements, but worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so, or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side, do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment. No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it. That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped,
I don't
suppose.
exactly got super strength.
What's with the disappointment? Isn't that, impossible?
Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation. I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Ooh, new recipe.
Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
Bad
Not only is
scientist.
this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. It does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves. Good buddies are always on the same page.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
Give you
Paimon
morsels.
doesn't think we'll have that problem.
You don't want to feed the dude.
Channel elemental power into the food. Maybe try the willpower thing again.
I don't even know what that means. Okay, give me a recipe. Sunshine sprat.
Where does he get these ideas from anyway? Let's just do it the old-fashioned.
Okay, how do I make sunshine sprat? Oh, right here. I am fucking blind. Okay. I could have. Oh. These are the exact same things. Come here.
That was fast. Looking forward to testing the results.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm. An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours. Unless... Could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
Well, I mean, I obviously have a power. I'm able to, you know, travel between worlds.
Not to worry. At
But I guess
least
I'm
we
not
put
able
some
to
food
anymore.
Good use. No need to feel disheartened.
I guess I can't now. Yet until I get my
And
sister.
Here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway,
Hey! You were being nice a second ago, but you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
yes, I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would save me the hassle. If you had, say, a superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost property would be a thing of the past. I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh yeah! You could use elemental sight!
Can't everybody use elemental sight? Hey, look.
This must be electrohypostasis powder!
There you go.
The extract of an animal crystal fly can only be animal elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it!
Goodness, you managed to find them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks. I'm wondering, this elemental sight, this is what allowed you to locate the items and find me here on the mountains, correct?
Yep! Guess it does sorta count as a superpower, huh?
I thought everybody could use it. Did I miss something?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is
Oh,
seldom
there you
seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean, we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning. In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical. Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing? And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then?
Probably
So
not.
what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into 1,000,000 fragments? Then could you see her? Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
And isn't it a superpower that I'm able to use both elements at the same time? I guess Child is able to do that too. But like, is there any books, any lore telling us of other people that are able to use multiple elements or have multiple visions? Ah, it's all the way up there. This is really high up.
You want us to jump from up here?
I got a glider.
Necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is. Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research. Then if you would, please, I eagerly await the results.
Okay.
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me?
Okay, I fucking
Recording
almost
data,
fucked up.
responding to risks, providing emotional support.
Fuck off.
So, if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Okay.
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
What is happening? Gotta swim. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Old as fuck. How did you get over here so fast?
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. If it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects.
Guess we don't actually know where we're from, huh?
The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting. I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended. Gold, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to sketch those hilly trails? Because you got to see something new and interesting and the differences between them?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. There is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be like boring to you? Like sketches?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime.
Yay, friends.
Now, before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment. Intelligence.
I don't think I can help you do that,
Follow
Doc.
me. There are some other ruins nearby.
Okay, come on. No. That's just a chest chilling right there. Gimme, gimme. Oh no, you were it's a trap.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Kill you. Give me chest. Oh boy, look at all this stuff. This ain't the place I gotta go. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is that? I guess I'll put this thing down for later. Oh my god. Wait, there's a thingy right here. What's this? What is this? What the fuck was that? Oh, what's that? What am I following? Right over here. Also, I'm getting fucking frozen. There. Ow, that's cold. Oh, that over her chest. Alright. Hold. What's that? Oh, it's just that. I feel like isn't a gate. Just calling it a gate until I hear an actual pronunciation. Oh. Let me get to the gate first. Gimme. Yeah.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test. I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should be able to activate the mechanism in the center. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe. A tried and tested adventurer, I see. So, let's see you in action. Start wherever you like.
Okay.
It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
I guess I need both of them. Okay, I know something. Now for this one.
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
I see a Sealy over there. Oh, that's definitely what I gotta do. It's a lot harder than it should be. Come here, little buddy. What? Ah, come on. Really gonna go up here? Is that really necessary of you? Oh. There you go.
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out. Oh. What's this?
I don't know. I feel like I've seen these before. Let's just say
To the
that
best
sounds
of
smart.
my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our research.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
I take it I passed the intelligence test.
Forward to seeing the results of all this brain ache. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
Come on, Thick. I'm saying doing anything wrong.
You didn't leave the mountain?
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to.
We're just fighting
I must
shit.
say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger, drinking anonymous potions,
Oh my god.
participating in all kinds of strange experiments? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps you were colluding from the beginning.
Listen, sister, your guard's so high you can't even see over the top of it.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
So, what are you gonna do?
I've got to hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them.
I don't know, maybe they're an alphabet.
But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat, which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone.
I can do what I want,
So
okay?
stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh. Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo.
Maybe she's just sensitive. I
Should be able to see
think
what's
that.
in the water now. Let's have a look.
Yeah. Guess that's the closest place I can teleport to. Hello, dear.
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? I wouldn't worry. She's just doing her job. Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted. Have you ever considered that the world of Teyvat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders? I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Tevat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom. But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
Pretty.
the transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, and now to fruition. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself? It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life's proudest achievement.
Paimon thought with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever, and it didn't even have any fruit.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious.
It's got like a thing on his neck. Throat, you see that?
A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Huh? Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you. Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom. I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again? Well, glad I can count on you. I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt, destroy everything, can I rely on you to stop me?
That got really heavy really quick. Oh my.
Huh? Look at that. Looks like someone made camp here. Are other people adventuring nearby? Let's see how our fellow explorers are doing.
But first, I'm gonna unlock this actual thing. And then I'll probably end the stream. End the stream? Oh boy. Got so used to saying that. We'll end the video. For now, climbing up all the way up here. Looks like I gotta destroy that. There you go. There you go. The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Oh my. There you go, dragon spine. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Fuck. This is an Animo statue. Oh, look, there you go. It's like I'm leveling up. I mean, this is an Animo statue. Then was this place like part of Mondstadt? I guess it is part of Mondstadt. Alright. I guess we'll end it off right here. Oh, that looks cool. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll continue on with the story next time. Oh yes. Look at that. Continue on with that. Get through this.
Me, all of it, whatever it is.
Probably do some more exploring.
Exactly is.
See if we can maybe do some world quests too. Till then, I'll talk to you all next time. Goodbye.